everyone, my name is Morgan. Welcome. Today I'm going to show you how to make my white bean and chicken chili. This recipe has been a household favorite for years. I taught my sister how to make it and now it's one of hers as well. We're gonna use ground chicken. You can use turkey as well. Pick whatever's on sale, it doesn't really matter. Some onion, garlic, corn goes in there, and any hearty green. Today I'm using kale, but collard greens and Swiss chard work fantastically as well. I wouldn't really recommend spinach because it wilts down and kind of turns into nothing in such a hearty stew, but if you're in a pinch, it'll do. To season it, we have some chili powder, lots of cumin, and fennel seeds. Now, I'm not a huge fan of fennel generally, but in this recipe, the fennel seeds really pop and add kind of an unexpected flavor, so I highly recommend at least trying it, even if you think you may not like it so much. So I hope you enjoy, and here's the recipe. So to start off, we're going to mince up our garlic. I have 4 cloves here, and the easiest way to go about this is to take the side of your knife and smash down on the garlic clove. That will help the skin peel right off and you don't even have to worry about sticky hands or anything. We're gonna mince it up nice and small. And when I was in culinary school, they said, if you're mincing something, chop it up, and when you think it's small enough, chop it again. Next, we're gonna dice 1 onion. Just needs to be diced into small cubes, nothing special. It'll cook down pretty small, so remember that as well. And you just want 1 full bite with lots of different ingredients, so keep the size small. Once the onion is done, we're gonna move on to kale. There are 2 ways to chop up kale. Number 1 is to use a knife and to remove the stem, and then just run your knife through the rest of the leaves and cut them up. And you can also do it with your hands and just tear it all right up into small pieces. Last is going to be the parsley. Just run your knife through it, cut it nice and small so we can garnish it at the end. Stems don't really bother me as long as they're not too thick, so I just chop them right in there. So to cook it, we're going to start with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil and add in our garlic and onions. It'll take a few minutes on medium-high heat for them to reduce down and become translucent. Once the onions and garlic are sauteed, we can add in our ground chicken. This takes several minutes to cook down, so I just like to break it apart, add in the spices, and let it cook until it's completely cooked through. Once the chicken is fully cooked, we can add in our flour. Give this a few minutes to cook, really stir it around until you don't see any more white flour left in the pot. It'll take a couple minutes, but you'll avoid that gummy, floury taste in your chili. Once the flour is cooked out, you can add in your chicken stock, your frozen thawed corn, cannellini beans, and that kale that you chopped up earlier. Give it all a good stir so that the kale gets submerged in the chicken stock, and then you're just going to let the whole pot of chili cook for about 30 or so minutes. Give it a stir every once in a while to make sure that it's all cooking together. Once the kale is nice and soft, you'll be all ready to go. Bowl it up, add some Parmesan cheese and parsley, and you've got a delicious dinner.